Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who were well and who taught us his truth. Today's lesson will be entitled, The Only Answer for America is Destruction. The only answer for America, destruction. All the wickedness, all the ungodliness, the perverseness that America has done, putting the children of Israel into, slavery, captivity, bondage, the affliction that we see to this very day, the abominations that they allow to run rampant in this society, even though that they claim to be a God-fearing country. It's like you see it right here. Though they claim to be a God-fearing country, this has got to go. This movement has got to go. The American movement has got to go. And it has fulfilled its time. And it is time for America to burn. It is time for America to be destroyed. Thus said the scriptures. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shai. Because of the wickedness that it promotes, the wickedness that it uplifts and produces. Because America is the epicenter of wickedness. America is at the forefront of ungodliness and wickedness. And they have pushed it across the globe, man. 2 Kings 15 and verse 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And that starts with America. And America pushes out their ideologies, their agendas, their philosophies upon the whole world. And now the whole world is polluted because of the wickedness that America, Esau Edom, so-called white man, produces and pushes forth. And that's what it says in, how does the scripture go? And, how's it go? When I know it says transgression increaseth. It's in the book of Psalm or Proverbs. Proverbs 29. We'll get in the blue letter. Proverbs 29. Verse 16, and it reads, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. So as the wicked are in authority, sin flourishes, wickedness and flourishes. As it says in the NLT, when the wicked are in authority, sin flourishes, but the godly will live to see their downfall. And we will live to see their downfall, Lord willing. We're part of the elect, and the Lord allots us to stand in that day. We will see the downfall of our enemies. And there's only one place for America, and that's destruction, man. Because transgression is only going to increase. Ungodliness is only going to increase, and it has to be destroyed. As long as Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is in power, it's only going to increase. It's only going to flourish. So let's get this, because we got that one in 2 Kings 15. Again, verse 6, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. So that's why the Lord is bringing these things and these plagues and destruction upon this place, because of the wickedness that it produces. And as well as, the slavery as well, man, because the Lord is not going to overlook that. Numbers 35. Numbers 35 and verse 33. Slakia. Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So America is defiled, and it has to be cleansed, and it's going to be cleansed by the bloodshed of the ones who shed the blood. of the Israelites, because you touched the apple of the Most High's eye. Apple. Zechariah 2 and verse 8. For thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. So just like it says, you touch the apple of the Most High's eye, so you're going to receive judgment. You're going to receive fierce indignation from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai. And that's exactly what America has done. And America will be destroyed because of the wickedness and the ungodliness that is become rampant within society, man. All the changed ordinances, as it says in Isaiah 24 real quick. Isaiah 24 and verse 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. And that is what they have did. They have twisted God's instruction, as it says in NLT. They have changed the ordinances. And we'll go into that word ordinance real quick. Online etymology. Online etymology, that word ordinance. Slakia. Ordinance. It says an authoritative direction, decree, or command. So they have changed the authority, even though they claim to be a God-fearing country. You know, they swear the presidents on the Bible. You know, they when you go before a judge or so on and so forth, you put your hand on the Bible, right hand on heart, left hand on Bible. However it goes, even though they claim to be a God-fearing country, one nation under God, they have changed the authoritative direction. Command that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai has already set in place for everything and how everything should be ran. They have changed that authoritative direction, man, into wickedness, not into righteousness, but into wickedness, because everything that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai has done from the beginning is righteous and perfect, like it says in Genesis, and it was good. Everything was good, but here comes Esau, Edom, so-called white man in America, you know, changing everything, saying, "Oh, that's not good. You can do whatever you want." They have changed the authoritative direction with how a man should be and how a woman should be, who a man should lay with and who a woman should lay with. Now they say they have changed everything, man. They have changed that direction, that decree, the command, saying you don't have to. A man doesn't have to sleep with a woman. If a man wants to lay with a man, the man can do that. If a woman wants to lay with a woman, the woman can do that. If a man wants to, if a woman wants to commit adultery, they can do that. If a man wants to commit adultery, he can do that. If you want to eat pork, you can do that. If you want to eat shellfish, crab, shrimp, lobster, you can do that. If a man wants to change into a woman, he can do that. If a woman wants to change into a man, she can do that. Rather, he can do that. They have changed everything contrary to the laws of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and they have to be destroyed. They have twisted the words of Yahweh Shem Yahshai into their own twist, their own plot, their own into their own words. They have made a false religion that goes contrary to the Bible, going into Christianity, Catholicism, and so on and so forth. Baptism. They have changed everything contrary to the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Now the Bible don't say that. This verse doesn't say that. It says this. They have changed everything, man. Therefore, they have to be destroyed. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has to be destroyed. And America along with it. Because America is the epicenter of wickedness. America is Babylon the Great. Let's get this in Revelation. Because the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai said that America, Babylon the Great, will be destroyed. Revelation 18 and 1. We'll just get to the point, verse 5, because we see that it's talking about Babylon the Great. As fallen is fallen. Um, Revelation 18. No, we'll just start at verse 1. Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Because when America is destroyed, there will be no more humans, no more people dwelling in America. Once America is destroyed, it's never going to be dwelt in from generation to generation. Nobody will ever dwell there again. It's going to be a habitation, like it says, of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. That's the only thing that is going to be here in America once America is pelted and destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Let's get that real quick. And Isaiah, there's one in Isaiah 13. And there's also one in Isaiah 34 as well. Isaiah 13 and verse 19. Again, it says Babylon. This is a future prophecy that has yet to take place, which is talking about America. Isaiah 13 and 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So this is a future prophecy going into America, that America will be destroyed and that it will never be inhabited again. This is going to be a memorial of how not to be. This is what happens when you go against Yahweh Shem Yahshai and his people. Going back to Revelation 18. Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So America has pushed its ideologies onto the rest of the people. And all nations have drunk of it. The Moism, the alphabet community. It's okay to do A, B, and C. Adultery. Shrimp, crab, lobster, pork. They have pushed it all onto everybody, man. They push Christianity upon everybody. They push their own ways, their own philosophies, their own beliefs on everybody, and everybody has drunk of it. For all nations have drunk of how a woman should be, how a man should be. A man don't have to do that. A woman don't have to do that. Just be yourself. Don't worry about the Bible. Just be yourself. This is what America has pushed upon everybody. And the only answer for America and what it has done is destruction. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And everybody's rich from it. Oh yeah, look, we got, what do they say, a piece of the pie? Verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Going into when we're caught up into the chariots, so that we don't receive of her sins, and that we receive not of her plagues. Going into that nuclear destruction, man. This is Zechariah 14 and 12. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And like it says, that's that nuclear destruction. That's that plague that is going to hit, America. And they're going that nuclear destruction, man. And I was Revelation 18, because I was listening to Apostle Gabar going into this, and he said he went into America's original sin, because it said that so that ye be not partakers of her sins. And he went into this America's original sin. Let's see if it pulls up for me. This is the first time I'm looking it up. Let's see. America right here. Foreign www.foreignaffairs.com. It says America's original sin, the first sin, slavery, and the legacy of white supremacy. So you see that slavery is right there because of the slavery that they did. Everything that they push, their agenda that they push, they got to be destroyed, and they will be destroyed. And we don't want to be partakers of their sins. So we got to do what we got to do so that we are called up into that fathership, as it says, come out of her, my people, so that we are beamed up into that chariot, so that we do not take a part in her sins, and that we receive not of her plagues. Verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquity. So the Lord, as it says in the NLT, for her sins are piled as high as heaven, and God remembers her evil deeds. The Lord is not going to forget everything that America has done. All the wickedness that it promotes, slavery that it did to the nation of Israel, touching the apple of the Most High's eye, slaughtering tens of millions of Native Indians, Seminole Native Indians, everything that they have done, the slaughtering, the killings and the slaughtering that they did in the Caribbeans. The Lord doesn't forget none of that, man. You butt breaking the Israelites. You separating the family, using the babies as alligator bait, throwing the Negroes over the ship as they was coming over here to the Americas to work for you, to be your slaves. You throwing them out in the middle of the ocean. The Lord isn't going to forget none of that, and he will not. The only answer for America's destruction, it is established on nothing but bloodshed. It says Nahum 3:1, which at this time it was going to Nineveh, but you can apply it to America today. Nahum 3:1, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. And that's what this place is full of: lies, robbery, murder. This is all this place is good for. Is lying, murders. Let's get this real quick in Micah, and we'll get back to that Revelation 18. Micah 2:1, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. They devise iniquity, man. They say, what's the most wicked thing that we can do today? What can we do today to bring forth more wickedness and allow ungodliness to flourish throughout the earth? And then they practice it. They do it. And they carry it out because they have the power. Verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that is what they have done. Woe to them. Let's see if the scripture pulls up, if I'm thinking of it the right way. Let's see if this is it. It's Habakkuk 2 and verse Habakkuk 2:12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. And that is exactly what America has done. That's how they built America. Through murder, through blood, through iniquity. And the NLT says, what sorrow awaits you who build cities with money gained through murder and corruption. And that is America. What does woe mean? Woe means destruction. Woe to the bloody city. Woe going into destruction. Let's get that word woe. So it just says, woe, alas. Let's get that definition right here. Definition of Whoa. Great sorrow, distress, despair, wretchedness, unhappiness, depression, gloom, disaster, torment, agony. That's what's coming to this place, man. Destruction, disaster, gloom, desolation. Desolation, man. Anguish, misery, or loneliness. We know what desolation means, man. That's what's coming to this place, man. Desolation. Destruction. So yeah, again, Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. And that's exactly what America has done. So desolation awaits them. So let's finish it off in that Revelation 18. Revelation 18 and verse 5 again. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. They live deliciously, man. They glorify themselves. They live in luxury. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. So they don't think nothing is going to happen to them. America believes that they are fine and dandy and that they can do whatever they want and receive no consequences, that they will not reap what they sowed. You are going to reap what you sow, man. That's what it says in Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So you're going to reap what you sow, man. You did this, it's going to come back unto you doublefold. Verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power, who judgeth her. Be utterly burned with fire, man. That destruction, that desolation, them thermonuclear missiles, those ICBMs, those hypersonics pelting America one by one until America is completely and fully destroyed. And then after that, it's going to keep pelting missiles on America. 200 million warheads are going to hit America. She shall be utterly, it's called overkill. That's what America deserves. This is the only answer for America, and that's destruction. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before I end it off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakwadash, and double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.